Morning, guys. Today we're going to be doing binary conversion. We had a lot of concerns and confusion on this one, so I'm going to work it without using parsing. It is possible. I had a couple people figure this out and email me back and forth that they figured out a different way that you didn't have to convert it to an integer, and that's perfectly fine. It actually comes out a little simpler that way. You will have to parse for Olympic scoring, so that's fine, and we'll deal with that on that program. So this is going to be the non-parsing version of binary. Okay, so we know from the problem situation that we are asked to convert a binary string into its integer value. Okay, so we'll just call it bin, because that's what it is, it's binary, and scan.next. Now, it does not matter if you do next or next line, but I had a few people, okay, string, my bad. I had a few people ask me why to do one or the other. It's binary, so there shouldn't be any hashes, there shouldn't be any hyphens, there shouldn't be any decimals, and there should only be one word in Java. So this is why I'm taking that. So if they happen to mistype or put some other things in there, this should not affect it. Okay? Now the first thing I need to do in this case, because of the chapter, it tells us to break this apart into an array. That means we're going to use split. Okay? We'll call this binar, for our string array of binary, and we are going to split along every single block gets its own. Okay? And that's easily done with an empty string. So that means every single character gets its own element inside the string. And that's it. Once we're ready, once we have everything separated, then we just need to read the array. Now we're going to use the same for loop that we've done for all the arrays, except this time we're going backwards. So we need a variable, and I is binar.length -1. That's going to start us at the very last element. Then we'll go I is greater than equal to 0, and then we'll go I minus minus. Oh, I'll put a comma instead of a semicolon. There we go. All right, so what do I do when I get there? Oh, split. There we go. Now, what do I do when I get there? Well, now I need to see if it has a 0 or a 1 in it. Okay, so if binar bracket I, because it's a string at this point, dot equals, and then I include the string for a 1. The reason why I only mentioned it in a 1 means that's the only time I ever have a value. Okay, now I need two little variables that I'm going to carry with me. First one's going to be the value itself, which is going to be 0. Okay, that's how much of a decimal value you have. And then the other one is going to be our exponent, and we're going to also start that at 0. So if we remember how binary works, we'll do a little quick demo here. So we've got 2 to the 0. We come forward, we have 2 to the 1. Come forward, we have 2 to the 2, all the way for each value. That's why we're starting at the back, because that's the one we know that initialized it. Okay? So if we find a 1, what do we need to do? Well, that means we need to add to the value plus equal math.pow 2, comma, exponent. Okay? If it's all the way back there, it'll be 0. And as we move forward outside the if, exponent increases every time. So whether or not it's used, we still increase that value. Okay? So we have a few examples we can do with this one. Oh, well, we need to print first. Okay, so we have the variable bin concatenate, which is in binary, which is equal to the value in decimal. Okay. Okay. So we go 10, 10. That gives us a 10. Great. So 11, 10, 26. And then our maximum binary that we learned for IP addresses, 8 ones, is 255. Okay? That is it.